How about creating some Easter eggs for only unique combinations? For example, when the mech get RFC and Hurricane, it gets 2 guns instead of a sword. Unfortunately, that is not a realistic thing we could do. Mech Garen is Mech Garen. We can't just make guns on him. That's a whole lot of work for a very small amount of benefit. New patch is the 8th. That is one of the main reasons a game like this is a double-edged sword. Constantly updating makes it so good, but you always have problems or people and always assholes. Yep. What am I eating? Just my usual morning granola bars. I want to do a Battlecast, but we're not really getting Battlecast items. Although I guess looking at this, we could go the Kog'Maw version. Yeah, I guess we could go the Kog'Maw version. I don't want to go the Kog'Maw version, but we could. Well, I've been meaning to test the Shiv version. Yeah, maybe we will just try the Shiv Cog version. I haven't tested that in a while. We'll see. We'll see if we can actually get the Cog. Okay. The Shiv Cog Scar invented. Damn you, Scruffy! Hey, been seeing this up-and-coming player in Masters. Mind taking a look when you have the chance. IGN Riot Mortdog. You're gonna make me lol chess review myself? Alright, I'll do that after this game. What's the champ that is underperforming, but super OP in player opinion? Urgot? It's not even close, it's Urgot. Players want our heads on a platter for inventing Urgot, even though he's, like, not great. No, we're trying to make him feel more fun, so we'll see how that goes. No, we still want to do that. Okay. Let's see. Wouldn't it have made more sense to make damage hit little legends at a uniform instance, like after 3 seconds after a fight ends, regardless of the distance it has to travel? I only say this because there's skill expression in being able to delay fights through itemization like GA and Zerat. That's not skill expression. Nobody is putting on GA specifically to extend fights. That means you had GA, and you have an advantage now later for that reason, which is not a built-in advantage. That's not skill expression. So no, that would not have made sense. Also, does it really feel fair to, like, I'm at 19 health, someone else is at 1 health, I lost the fight and took 20 damage early, and they had a really long, slow fight and took 20 damage? They win? No, that doesn't feel fair. I shouldn't do this, but I'm gonna. Also, we're 1 away already. Hey Solus, how you doing? Mort must answer question Asol. Yes, there are high elo players that think Asol is strong. He is a little too strong, but as always, Solus is one of those players, like a few others, that like to take something that's just a little too strong and be like, oh my god, it's ruining the game! even though it's not actually ruining the game. So, and there are plenty of matches where people who get ASOL are losing, and there are plenty of matches where people who get ASOL are winning. So, but nice to see you, Solus. I love you. I appreciate your Discord. Your team can't cast. Yes, it's almost like ASOL is an anti-caster person. And humorously enough, they do cast. They're just casting delayed, and you're exaggerating it to say they can't cast. So, you know. Okay, I had to make sure that... Oh, well, we didn't get it anyway. I was going to say, if we got the Nocturne, would it combine? It wouldn't. Nerf ASOL Mana Drain when? Well, I mean, it's literally on PBE, and we're testing it right now, so... the nerf is 1525 going down to 1020. So... And again, here's another great instance where, like, if I don't nerf it, they complain. If I do nerf it, they're like, haha, we told you so, haha. So it's like, what do you want me to do? Any thoughts on making gemstone-specific Little Legends? Sitting on quite a few, but only play TFT now. We've talked about it briefly. No plans right now, unfortunately. I think we win this, hilariously enough. Is itemizing against Urgot going to be a thing in the future? I feel like GA should work. Please check the Reddit post. Because yes, GA works on Urgot starting in 10.14. To listen to the audience when they tell you something is broken? Well, again... Oh god, I'm going to say mean things. I gotta stop. Again... We are listening, right? But again, I will point out that a lot of our high-level players like to exaggerate when something is broken. So... I was thinking about how Ori has been such a core champ for LoL forever. I'm wondering if we haven't seen her in TFT. Difficult to implement or just hasn't fit? Just hasn't fit. By the way, we're making that mistake I always make on Trade Sector, which is we're rolling for stuff and hitting stuff, and I have 7 gold. There's a special competitive arena feature for tournaments and events, selectable galaxies. No, there is not. You probably never faced an ASOL before. Lots of people have faced ASOL. ASOL drains mana. He's a little strong. He does not ruin your game. People lose with ASOL. These items are bad. Although part of a red buff, I guess. Why is Protector ASOL broken? Nice. If ASOL was broken to the point where like he was dominating games, we would hotfix it. He's not that broken. Does he need a small nerf? Yes. Which again, I really, really wish, I beg with all of my heart, that high elo players and competitive players would stop thinking in binary terms. There is a spectrum of how strong something is. It is not broken or balanced. It is a spectrum. And I really wish they could convince them that that was true. Let's see here. Could you add a shark little legend that looks like Aegon's icon, please? He should win Worlds. Then we can do that. Don't you think if half of the top 10 players exaggerate, there has to be something wrong? No. No, I don't. Saying that the top players are always right is also another logical fallacy that I really wish people would stop. Because the other thing that also happens is the top players all play against each other. They create their own insular meta. Mismatched Socks has talked about this a couple times, that like some of his best discoveries are from playing outside top players, because he starts to discover things that the other high elo players wouldn't do. So yeah, the highest end gets really insular. So by the way, we have been on 8 of these since 2.3, and we haven't found one in a while. Feels bad. If you put a Gunblade on cast, does she heal on every proc? Yes. Yes, she does. Do you think Urgot is similar to the Phantom debuff from set 1? Nope. Because it's not random. It's a very specific targeting paradigm. If we made a trait, like let's say we made a trait that literally said the lowest star champion on your team tie broke by the lowest health unit is instantly deleted. That would probably be a fine trait, because you could play around it. Phantom's problem was sometimes it did literally nothing, and other times it hit your 3-star, 3-item carry. That was Phantom's problem. Any talks of a potential melee mystic like Diana or something? Probably not. At least not for this set. Alright, item-wise we want that, followed by that, followed by that. Although the main thing we want isn't here. Boopy. Which means secondarily we go for that. This is bad. Yep. Apparently we're just making Thieves' Gloves over and over. This set sucks. Well, sorry you feel that way. You're welcome to go do something else. Yo, dog, what if we made a galaxy that was everything is Thieves' Gloves? That's my game right now! What was the reasoning behind making Seraph unique because of sub-champions like Ziggs and Sona permacasting, and then add champions like Cassio at 25 mana? It had nothing to do with that. We like rapid-fire casting champions. That's okay. The problem was, Seraphs was creating a situation where we had to balance around 2 or 3 Seraphs existing. Syndra was the best example of this. Having to balance around the fact that there might be... God, could we get Cassiopeia, please? Sorry, hang on. Okay, well there's the Alawi at least. Having to balance around the fact that, like, sometimes she might be instant casting and other times she might not, was creating a lot of balance issues. So, like, with Cassiopeia, for example, we want a single blue buff to mean she's rapid casting. That is the design intention, and it works. Feels good. Same with Riven. And now that we can plan for that, we can make sure that's okay. There's a world where, like, Ziggs should actually be 30 mana now, and that's okay. We can plan for that. So it just allowed us to balance a little more tightly. Why create a skill shotter so hard? In League, get consistent new bug. I be simple say. I'm not sure what you're implying, to be honest. Just wanted to say I think you have a ridiculously difficult job at balancing the game, and I think that you do it really well despite the constant backlash. Thank you, I appreciate that. Would you ever consider a Galaxy that was only offensive or defensive items? Nope, I think that would shut down too many builds. Oh my god. Well, at least we got the Cassiopeia. These are really bad Battlecast items, though. Like, I should not be in Battlecast right now. The fact that I only have a Shiv, nothing here, no Morello, no red buff. I should not be in Battlecast, but it is what it is. What happened if the health is the same after the tiebreaker? Then the tiebreaker is where their health was previously. So if I was at 1 and you were at 10, and we both end up at -5, you win. And in the incredibly unlikely event that both of those are the same, it's just a coin flip. No, I think we lose this. It's gonna be... Well, actually, we should be okay, because Ezreal EMP'd. Ha, EMP'd. For what build are these items? I mean, these items are basically... I played what I got to have early game strength. Why does BT work on ASOL? The heal should be on the mini ships. What? BT does not work on ASOL. Gunblade works on ASOL. Celestial works on ASOL. Bloodthirster most assuredly does not work on ASOL. Missed a more... I gave the points back. I'm not in a dancing mood right now. So I've been playing BT ASOL wrong? Sadly, yes. One more Nocturne. Still pretty sure we have to level, though. Yeah. Victor in shop? Did I miss it? Oh, I'm an idiot. Sorry. Oops. Oopsie. Does Bramble Vest proc Battlecast? Yes! I think this is a loss. No. Is Binary Star Galaxy rare? 10%, same as all the others. Is Riven Sorks going to be nerfed? There is a small nerf, but I don't think it's as strong as people say it is. I think it's a high roll endgame comp. Well, everyone has taken the armor every time, so I have no way whatsoever to actually get red buff. Yep, I'll definitely just take the Nocturne. Why can't I see Luden's splash effect when Cassio uses her spell? Are you blind? So what's happening is, it's kind of unintuitive, but let's say she poisons something over here, okay? As soon as she starts casting over here, that's going to proc Luden's on the other side, so... Which is definitely a little weird, I admit, but it is what it is. I mean, we can at least do Giant Slayer. The question is, we're gonna wait to see if we get like a rod or an armor here. So, yeah, we're gonna wait though, because I want to see who it goes on. Double ASOL is not fair. Double ASOL gets countered pretty hard by physical damage, so... But again, 2 5 cost isn't fair. That's probably true. Because it's 2 5 costs. Does Giant Slayer count as a second instance of damage? It does on live, but it won't anymore because we're changing it to be more understandable. Because people were really confused by the true damage. So, is there any changes to Battlecast on PBE? Nope. Nope. This is the same way I would play Battlecast on live. To be honest, this is actually a bad test point game. I do think Battlecast does best on Trade Sector, though. What is the final board for this comp? I mean, ideally we get an Urgot, and that's it. A red buff Cog would be a big power spike? It would. But actually, at this point, I'd prefer the Morello Cassiopeia. Does Star Cluster take champions out of the pool? Yes. What do you expect from the World Championship? Do you think there will be players who high roll or just play the best comp possible? I mean, there will always be some of that to some extent. The game has high roll moments. And there will hopefully be many best comps when we get to that point. God. Oh, at least we got a second Shiv, though. That's actually good. We got a second Shiv. Double Frozen Heart, that's nice. Your balanced team so bad. You hurt me here. Shiv stacks? Yeah, Shiv definitely stacks. The reason 2 Shivs is especially good on Cog, by the way, is because Cog starts at 30 mana, so with 2 Shivs, you basically get to start with your spell going. So that's why it's really good. What's the meta right now? I didn't play this patch. The meta is Cyber, Jinx, you can go Rebel Jinx or Blaster Jinx, and Sork. There's a bunch of variations of Sork. Mech Sork works, Riven Sork works. So that's the meta right now. Okay, I think we're leveling like crazy right now, actually, because we need the Urgot pretty badly. Giant Slayer feels really nice to me on mage carries, but it's a bit weird since I never really see people use it. I mean, you should only be using it if you're up against Brawlers, Mech, or 3 stars. If you're not up against those, you shouldn't be using Giant Slayer. Fine, I'll dance. Shiv casting lots of. Is that the Mortdog? Hey, SG Recon, hope you're doing well. Do you guys like the current state of aggressive leveling? So what I'll say about the aggressive leveling is a lot of the high elo players have already figured out, and I'm glad they have, that while everyone else is rapid leveling, you shouldn't be. And they're figuring out how to lose streak with it and do good stuff with it, so... And the fact that there is that sort of yin and yang to it makes it feel pretty good. So who's this other... Okay, so it's this person that's kicking our ass with just, like, the 3-star backline, lots of stuff going on here. So Now this would be a comp where, like, actually Caitlyn's not high enough. Twisted Fate is. Yeah, Giant Slayer would have been okay here. Zoe would have been. Giant Slayer would have been good. Oh god, well, there's a 3-star Yi. Alright, we definitely need to hit 6 Battlecast. And even then, this might be a 3rd. All of KR disagrees, Keck W. Disagrees with what? The aggressive leveling? We'll see. Okay. Giant Slayer wants 1850? No, it's 1750. Who is the best champion to give Battlecast Spatula to? I prefer it on Gnar, but Ezreal and Jinx are both okay also. But I prefer when I get a Battlecast Spatula. Battlecast Spatula is the best time to do the COG version. When you don't get a Battlecast Spatula, you should be trying to aim for the Cassiopeia version. 48 to level. This is really risky. I shouldn't do this, but we're going to. And we're going to pray for an Urgot. Hey, your prayers have been answered. Okay, our comp's basically done, other than this. And we get a nice locket for our backline off these Thieves' Gloves. Feels good. Thanks for the great game, Mort. Was just wondering how spells work when a character die. Yeah, there's some bugs with that. They're supposed to keep working, is the way they're supposed to work. Like, Caitlyn ult should, but like I know there are bugs with Ashe. Oh, there's that slow pull-in speed. There are some bugs behind it. Like, Ashe, when she dies, her spell just stops working, so. What do you think of all the porn comp names? I think they're really terrible, and they don't actually tell you anything. And I think it's someone trying to be funny that's not actually that funny. Like, I honestly had to figure out what the hell bratty sis was. It took me a long time. I'm like, what in the hell is a bratty sis? I just didn't get it. It's not even that they're poor, like, they're just not clear. Like, at least Bang Bros was like, I kinda got it. I definitely did not Google. I'm saying what comp bratty sis was. Like, when you hear, hey, I'm gonna run bratty sis, what do you think? You're like, I don't know, Star Guardian maybe? Like, what the hell is it? Deathblade probably goes on Ezreal. What are we rolling for at this point? 2-star Urgot, 2-star Victor, 3-star Karma would be good. 3-star Karma is really good now. COG? Getting a COG at level 9 is not going to happen. The odds are too low. Okay, we'll chill for now. Good morning. Only second time catching your stream, so sorry if you can't answer my question or don't want to. How do you decide what trait spats are able to create when coming up with new sets? Like, typically we're trying to look for something that will make unique combinations. We want to stay away from things that are just like, your team gets more stats, and instead look for stuff that's like, hey, this will be really cool on these champions and really clever on these champions. Like, Battlecast is a great example where, like, people are asking who should get Battlecast spat. That means we've made the right call. Whereas Celestial is a bad example of this. Who the hell cares what Celestial goes on? Doesn't matter. Just throw it on somebody. Alright, this person still hasn't lost a fight, so... The way they're grouped up is really helping our Ezreal EMP. Oh, the slow pull Urgot! Nice! I like the new slow pull Urgot. Feels pretty good. Add some tension. Okay, how am I doing? I'm doing alright. Is Urgot overpowered? No. He's just anti-fun a little bit. Thank you to you and your team for TFT. Is there any plans for Quinn to ever join the pool? Yes. Every champion should get a chance at some point. So, definitely yes. Oh, that Janna ult's gonna hurt, though. That Janna ult's gonna hurt a lot. Hey! Caitlyn Eaton, good job. Nice. Alright, this is looking pretty good. Top game you're hoping to play during vacation. I am hoping to play Final Fantasy VII Remake. Alright, this is troll as hell, but we're doing it. I'm basically only rolling for Victors and Urgots at this point. Battlecast has taken streamers from 1st to 8th. I'm pretty sure that's not true. Oh, come on, Urgot, live! Urgot lived, thank God. Oh, shit. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. Oh my god, the Janna with 206 HP. Hey, 2 Urgots. You love to see it. Another Urgot. Okay, well, so that'll help now, because Urgot will pull in quicker. Oh, he quit. Well, that's disappointing. I don't feel good about that. GG.